Miss Danreael here, and I have a word for you. Tell them to get gone. Yes, some of us, we are dealing with unruly people. We're dealing with rebellious spirits around us. We're dealing with wicked people in places and things, and let them go. So look, the verse for this video is Leviticus 19:17, and it reads, "Do not hate a fellow Israelite in your heart. Rebuke your neighbor frankly so you will not share in their guilt." Another translation from the New Living Translation reads, "Do not nurse hatred in your heart for any of your relatives. Confront people directly so you will not be held guilty for their sin." So like I said, some of us, we're around wicked people and we are letting them do what they want. And we see the wickedness that they're doing and we're not saying nothing about it. We're just letting them, kind of slide. Or we may be in relationships with wicked people and we love them so much that we keep them around. No. You have to cut them off. You have to rebuke them. You have to separate yourself from them. You have to let them know what they're doing is sin. What you're doing is something that I don't want to be a part of. I don't want to be held accountable for your sin. But you have to identify, you have to call it out. Because one thing about it is if you let wickedness just sit in darkness, all it's going to do is spread. It's going to fester. You have to shine light on things. Now, of course, we have to do this in a way that is safe because some of these people who are wicked, they are crazy and they will do crazy things if you call them out. Because the devil does not like to be called out. He is a liar. He is a thief. He comes to kill, steal, and destroy. And he will do that by any means necessary, and he will work through any people. It says, don't have hatred in your heart for any of your relatives. Also, another translation says for your brother. So some of these people who are acting like this, they may be close to you. It may be a family member. It may be a cousin. It may be a sibling. It may be a mother. It may be a father. It says don't hate them. So you have to handle these people with a spirit of love and forgiveness, and always be in a place where you're loving and forgiving them and handling them with love. And you, like I said, you may have to separate yourself from them, which is okay. It says rebuke your neighbor frankly. Surely rebuke them. It says confront people directly. Again, you be very transparent with them about what's going on or what they're doing that is not in alignment with the values that you have and the things that God says is righteous. You be frank with them. You be direct with them. You look them in the eyes and you tell them that's wrong. It's not right. And again, this requires you to be at a level of maturity and also have the communication skills that you need to communicate. So again, the title of this video is Tell Them Get Gone. Like I said, these people, when you're around bad company, it corrupts good character. It corrupts good morals. So you never know what blessings you're missing out on or what things you're losing when you decide to allow certain people to stay around you. Some of us, like I said, we have a heart to give. We have a heart to love. We have a heart to take care of others. So our heart ends up being, essentially our demise because we are letting these people just walk all over us and steal all our blessings. So you have to learn how to have a backbone and say enough is enough. At church today, there was this lady, she asked the pastor a question because he opened the floor for questions. And she said, how do I know when enough is enough? She was like, how do I know when, because she said right now she's in a season of plenty. She said, how do I know when to say no? He said, just like that, you tell them no. So some of us, we have to learn how to tell people no. We have to learn how to, again, let go of things that are not serving us, whether that's in relationships or whatever it may be. And you have to do what's best for you. If two people are drowning and one of them weighs 300 pounds and the other one can swim, but they only weigh 100 pounds, they cannot save the 300-pound person. 9 times out of 10. So you have to save yourself. You have to know, like, you know what? This relationship or this connection or this friendship may no longer be good for me. It's okay to outgrow people because in life, we're all going to be growing. We're all going to be changing. We're all going to be developing. We're all going to be just in different places. It's okay to outgrow people. You can love people from a distance. You can say, you were my friend for this season, but I'm just going into my next season by myself. It's okay to do that because, again, sometimes God will only take you higher and bless you when you begin to separate yourself. When you begin to go into that season of isolation where you are just focusing on God and you. And sometimes if we don't want to do that on our own, he will force it. Something will happen with this person that you're connected to where you guys will be forced to be separated. You guys will be forced to be separated. You will not be together anymore. Something crazy may happen because both people chose not to, sever the ties and focus on God the way they're supposed to. And that's okay. Do these things willingly. Don't make God have to force something to happen for you to focus on him and let go of people who are, again, doing what they are doing. And it says that rebuke your neighbor frankly so you will not share in their sin, in their guilt. So again, these people, their sin, you don't want someone else's sin to become your sin. God also makes it very clear in his word that you won't be held accountable for your father's sin, but you will be held accountable for the sins that you choose to indulge in, or the sins that you choose to commit. So it's important to be mindful of that, because you can love somebody so much, but do you really want to take on their sin? Do you really want to be held accountable? Do you really want to be guilty? That's like someone committing a crime, and because you love them so much, you were not involved in the crime. You was not there for the crime. You did not commit the crime, but you're willing to take the charges for them. That's crazy. Nobody really wants to do that. There are some people who their children do things and they'll take the blame for it and they'll take the charges for it. Nobody really wants to do that. So it's saying the same thing. Like, do you want to be taking the charges for someone else's crime? No, you don't. So again, it's important that you rebuke these people. Tell them what they're doing is wrong. And if they don't want to straighten up, then separate yourself. But if they do want to straighten up, help them straighten up. Pray for them. Be there for them. Support them. Help them. Tell them to get the help that they may need, whether it's mental health help, whether it's therapy, whatever. There's a lot of resources and things out there that you can use to help help yourself if you're going through something, because sometimes a lot of things that we go through are a part of the mental health aspect and therapy aspect. A lot of people don't get the help that they need, and they wait too late, and then they end up doing something crazy, and it affects their life or other people's lives. So it's important that you get the help that you need, and also just be in a place to be always willing to be in a place where you can take correction from people who are trying to help you. So again, just remember to tell them to get gone. Separate yourself from people who are robbing, because God wants to bless you. God has abundance for you. He has peace. He has love. He has comfort. He has grace. He has mercy. He has kindness. He has protection. He has prosperity. Any and everything that you can think of in your wildest dreams, God has it for you, but he's just waiting for you to get it. He's waiting for you to open up your arms and receive the blessings that he has for you, and do what you have to do to get them. So look, I pray that this video blessed you. I love you. God bless you, and I'll see you next time.